Could a solo season kill Star Wars Battlefront 2? Someone had to make a video about it eventually, and that someone obviously had to be me. So I did a poll the other day asking what you'd like to see for DLC Season 2. 95% of you said Clone Wars, and 5% of you said Solo, so it's pretty easy to see that most of you are in agreement with me. But I can already hear the 5% in the background. You're still gonna play the game when the DLC comes out, so just stop moaning for views. Because we all know this is the internet in 2018, and if you've got a negative opinion, then it's just moaning for views, isn't it? So anyway, let's move on to the topic. Do I agree that a solo DLC could kill Star Wars Battlefront 2? To an extent, I do agree with this statement. Now what this looks like to the wider audience is that EA and DICE just aren't listening to the fans. We all ask for Clone Wars and they give us Solo. And to be honest, you can't really criticise EA and DICE here because the chances are it is Lucasfilm who has asked them to make this DLC. They probably didn't have any control in the situation. So I wouldn't really say it's EA and DICE's fault if Season 2 is Solo, and I want to make that very clear. It's most likely Lucasfilm who want them to do this. However, let's look at a tweet regarding the Solo trailer that EA Star Wars made the other day. This is it here. Now this tweet doesn't confirm any Solo content whatsoever, but let's take a look at the replies, as the tweet pretty much does hint at Solo, but it doesn't confirm anything. The replies are just incredible here. While there are a few people defending Solo, the vast majority are against it and still wanting that Clone Wars. I get so many comments on my videos every day, and I know I'm not the only person to have got this, with people saying they will leave the game if the next season is Solo. And this is kind of the mess we're in right now. We ask where Clone Wars is, and we get told they've been working on the progression system, so they didn't have time to add it in yet. If a Clone Wars season was to start now, it wouldn't finish in time for the Solo movie, so I would say it's 99% confirmed that it's going to be a Solo DLC. However, you have to bear in mind that I could be wrong there. The fans have made it clear that they don't want a Solo DLC, and to be honest, it's not really down to the DLC itself. It's more about, I would say, the communication if we look at the bigger picture. Think about it, take The Last Jedi for example, a movie some people liked, some people didn't like it. It's definitely the most controversial Star Wars movie to date. However, because they told us we would be getting this DLC months in advance, nobody cared when it came out, we just wanted to play it. If they'd had said to us back in January, okay, you're going to get a Clone Wars DLC in April for example, and a Solo DLC in May, nobody would be complaining right now. It's the fact that we're still waiting for Clone Wars that is really starting to annoy people. It's the most requested era, and it's still not in the game. I'm going to continue playing Battlefront because I'm excited for the Solo movie, as I've said it countless amount of times now. But I am only one person, and there are lots of people in my comment sections who are just fed up with the lack of communication, the lack of content, and when this Solo DLC drops that people didn't want so much compared to Clone Wars, they're just not going to be happy. However, the reason I only agree with this statement to an extent that a Solo DLC could kill the game is because of the upcoming skins. I really do believe the skins could turn around this game for the better in my opinion, and if there's a good variety in there, it could be something that keeps the community playing the game even if a Solo DLC does drop. Another way that I don't believe the game would be killed by a Solo DLC is if they say, right, here's a roadmap, you're getting Solo in May, but you're getting Clone Wars in June. I think if it comes in July, people are still going to complain because it's a bit of a while to wait, I would say, for content